Those things that can just impact in just a few seconds to minutes.
Dr. Vavra says a warmer, more humid climate is likely making our severe weather season longer. But the future of severe weather in southern Wisconsin may be defined less by tornadoes and more by intense rainfall events.
The other factor that's more of a wild card in this is whether with climate change we're seeing a slowdown of weather systems as the upper air winds weaken. We certainly expect that to happen, particularly during summertime. And to the extent that you have weaker drivers in the upper air pushing these weather systems along, if there's more time for a heavy rainfall cell to stay in place, like we saw in 2018 in Dane County, that can really pile up the rainfall.
Understanding likely changes to our severe weather season, it isn't about fear. It's about preparation. The more we know about how our severe storms are evolving, the better we can protect our homes, our farms, our schools, our communities, and our families. Your severe weather warning didn't start with a siren. It started with a decision. Tonight, discover the hidden process behind severe weather alerts and why pre-watches might be the earliest clue that trouble is brewing.
You're watching News 3 Now, brought to you by Cardinal Heating and Air Conditioning.
This shouldn't take too long, should it?
Oh no, I'll have the unit up and running in a jiffy. Oh, sorry, I have to go to the shop and get another part. Sorry, I don't have that part either. Sorry, I don't have that part either.
But you said it would be quick.
At Cardinal, we respect your time as much as you do. That's why our technicians come prepared with fully stocked trucks, ready to handle most issues in just one visit. Discover the difference. Call Cardinal.
To everyone who values tradition, what does tradition mean to you?
Our family's been doing fish fry here for years.
At Culver's, we make our fish fry the way tradition deserves.
Hand battered, right here in the restaurant.
Right here.
Right here.
The food here never disappoints.
And the best part, we get to sit and enjoy the company. Hey.
Helping you spend time with your family, it's what we're all about.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Before a warning ever reaches your screen, critical decisions are already being made. Tonight, we show you who issues severe weather alerts and how pre-watches can signal severe weather threats before most people even know it's on its way.
It may surprise you that broadcast meteorologists don't issue watches or warnings. National Weather Service meteorologists do. The First Warn Weather Team has a close and collaborative relationship with National Weather Service meteorologists, and we visited the office in Milwaukee to get you ahead of severe weather season. Tim Halbach is a warning coordination meteorologist with the Milwaukee National Weather Service office. He walks us through what the initial steps are when watching for severe weather.
In the period leading up to when the watch comes out, when those conditions are starting to come together, there's something the Storm Prediction Center puts out that's called a mesoscale discussion. This is kind of the first step before the watch comes out. So this is just an update to be like, hey, here's the bigger picture, what the environment looks like, and things that we're seeing. It might be that things are becoming more conducive for tornadoes. Maybe the trends are going away from it.
There is a lot that goes into issuing watches and warnings.
Typically, we get on the phone with the Storm Prediction Center at least 2 hours of heads up before storms become severe or start producing tornadoes. So anywhere between 2 to, say, 8 hours in advance is the goal for the watch part.
For warnings, they try to get them out at least 10 minutes before a tornado may be on the ground.
Our goal to get tornado warnings out in front of a tornado is about 10 to 15 minutes. These warnings can last anywhere from a half hour to an hour and 15 minutes sometimes.
Tim says issuing watches or warnings is a team effort.
So any of our meteorologists in our office are trained to watch radar and analyze the environment. And based on what they're seeing on radar or anything that's being reported to them, they're the ones that are making the decision that, hey, there's something really bad out there. We need to let people know. The warning is the first step to let people know, something's out there over the next hour or so, take caution.
Issuing a watch or warning is not an exact science, but it does rely on the science skills of many trained meteorologists working together and assessing the situation.
Severe weather situations are very challenging. Sometimes if things don't all come together, things might not happen, or if everything does come together, it can happen really quick. And the goal is to get people as much heads up that, hey, something's happening today.
It's a person-to-person discussion that doesn't use AI and leans on the experience of meteorologists with knowledge of the local geography and weather history of the area. So broadcast meteorologists and National Weather Service meteorologists, we work pretty closely together. Can you tell the viewers a little bit about the Slack channel that we have and how we collaborate on that?
Yeah, so during active severe weather situations, our office has a meteorologist that's putting out any information that we're getting at that time. So whether it's storm reports from spotters, chasers, emergency management, whoever it might be, we're trying to relay out any information that we're seeing. We also are giving some sort of play-by-play on radar. So if we're seeing the tornadoes getting stronger, if we're seeing debris, things like that, we're relaying that out to all the TV meteorologists and any partners that we have here. So it's really a way for us to help get the word out.
Before heading into the spring months, Tim highlights how important it is to be storm ready.
Severe weather happens every year here. It's just a matter of how frequent and how often. So it's important to be aware. And as we get into the more active months, know what your plan is.
But before those severe weather alerts are issued, the responsibility shifts to the First Warn Weather Team. Next, how we decide what goes into declaring an alert day.
You've been thinking about this for years. The AC is 15 years old, the furnace is 17. You know they need replacing, but you're smart. You wait for a deal that actually makes sense. The twofer is back. Buy a qualifying AC, get a high-efficiency furnace free. Save thousands. Book by February 28th and receive a bonus whole home purification system. $1,000 value just for you. Now that's a smart decision. Take advantage of this great deal and schedule your free estimate today.
Fish, are you certain that's a good idea?
Yeah, I'm just gonna zap it for 20 seconds.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. So when you need the right high-quality promotional products, printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time, that's the certainty of 4imprint. Wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team by visiting 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Casey, welcome to the U.S. Marshals.
Try to keep up.
The day to leave the ranch.
A new era of Yellowstone begins on Marshals, CBS Sunday, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
On the next Live at 4, Josh is in the 608 with everything happening in our area this weekend.
And spring is nearly here, which means blooms and allergy spikes. How to best prepare for the season.
Consumer disputes can be a nightmare.
I didn't think I would have to battle with them in order to get reimbursed.
You need Call for Action. Contact our team by phone or log on to channel3000.com.
Call for Action, only on News 3 Now, moving forward.
Who you get your news from matters, now more than ever. Wisconsin Broadcasters. Local, trusted, connected.
Chris Stanford and Kyrie on Lee. News 3 Now this morning, weekdays.
Alert days aren't chosen lightly. We take you inside the forecasting, the team conversation, and the responsibility behind deciding when to raise the alert for southern Wisconsin.
When we put an alert day in the forecast for severe weather, whether that be strong thunderstorms, damaging winds, or even tornadoes, it's rarely a simple yes or no answer. There's a lot that goes into that decision, including the time of the year, the type of severe weather we're expecting, the ingredients in the atmosphere, recent trends, and guidance from the Storm Prediction Center and the National Weather Service. But first, what is an alert day? An alert day is when weather could become dangerous, disrupt daily life, or threaten life or property. And today we're focusing specifically on alert days for severe thunderstorms and tornadoes. Now let's first talk about the time of the year matter. Now these are typical severe weather threats that show our severe weather forecast that is supported by the Storm Prediction Center and the National Weather Service. In this example, we've got a slight risk for strong winds, hail, and minor flooding, but no tornado risk. Whether this becomes an alert day or not depends heavily on the time of the year. In winter, severe weather is unusual, and because it's not on your mind, even a small chance could be enough for us to issue an alert day. That's exactly what happened with the rare February tornado in Evansville. We strongly communicated an alert day out because that kind of winter tornado potential is extremely uncommon. Now compare that to spring and summer, severe weather is common, sometimes daily. If we issued an alert day every time there was a low end chance, you'd see them nonstop, and we run the risk of the truly bad days not sticking out. So during the warm season, we reserve alert days for days when the threat is higher, not just an everyday chance. When the forecast trends towards a higher chance of damaging winds or large hail, enough to pose a real safety risk, that's when we elevate to an alert day, even in the heart of severe weather season. As we move toward peak season, when storms are already on your mind, we use alert days to highlight the days that truly stand out as dangerous and possibly life-threatening, not just every day with a low-end threat. And finally, let's talk about the tornado risk. Just about any tornado risk is enough for us to issue an alert day because tornadoes are simply too dangerous, even if the area impacted is small. When there's a tornado threat, big or small, we want you to be prepared, so we often call an alert day when there is the threat for it.
And when an alert day becomes reality, tools like Radar 3000 become our guide. Up next, how our team reads storm signatures and how that knowledge helped one family take cover just in time.
You've been thinking about this for years. The AC is 15 years old, the furnace is 17. You know they need replacing, but you're smart. You wait for a deal that actually makes sense. The twofer is back. Buy a qualifying AC, get a high-efficiency furnace free. Save thousands. Book by February 28th and receive a bonus whole home purification system. $1,000 value just for you. Now that's a smart decision. Take advantage of this great deal and schedule your free estimate today.
So, here is a before of my stomach before Sono Bello, and this is after.
This year, don't just lose weight, lose stubborn fat and sagging extra skin permanently at Sono Bello.
I had some loose, wiggly skin, and it is no longer there thanks to Sono Bello.
Our expert surgeons use micro laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat and tighten loose skin permanently.
I wanted the results of the tummy tuck, but not the downtime. I had a 10 out of 10 experience.
We've helped over 300,000 people transform, and we're proud to be America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist.
In just one visit, Sono Bello got rid of my love handles and my belly fat.
Do you want that flat stomach? You go get that flat stomach.
Call Sono Bello. Get in there for your free consultation. Do this for you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Our flexible payment options make it easy to get started today.
1-800-765-8457.
If it matters in sports, we're there. From the pros to college and local high school action.
We'll bring you every big moment from across southern Wisconsin.
Andrew Banstra and Nash Dara, the team that owns the game. News 3 Now Sports, brought to you by TDS.
Tracking severe weather on Radar 3000 isn't just about data. It's about life-saving information. Our meteorologists are trained to spot the subtle signs of danger on radar, and for one family, that expertise made all the difference in their actions.
Here at News 3 Now, our severe weather coverage on air and online doesn't end until the last severe thunderstorm has exited our coverage area. That's our commitment to you, because when severe weather strikes, every moment is important so that you, your friends, your neighbors, and even your family are staying safe. Last year, on July 16th, you may have watched my worst fear come to life on live TV. I'm going to text my mom and let her know.
Yep.
A tornado was headed towards my family's house in Iowa County. Traveling up their driveway, the tornado thankfully didn't injure anyone in its path, but did cause damage to area crops, as well as several trees on my parents' property and an outbuilding off of County Highway ZZ. My family and several others were in the path of these 5 tornadoes that touched down that day across southern Wisconsin. During that severe weather coverage, Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington and I used several tools to keep everybody in the paths of those tornadoes safe. So let's go over these tools before Wisconsin's severe weather season officially begins, so that when severe weather strikes, you, your friends, your neighbors, and your family can follow along and stay safe. The first and probably the most important tool that we use when covering severe weather is our tracking tool. Whether it's a single thunderstorm or a line, those in the path need to know how much time they have ahead of those storms to prepare for the incoming impacts. With this tool, we can track down to the minute who's in the path of these storms based on how fast they are moving, giving you adequate time to prepare. The second most important tool that we use is called Wind Tracker. Marked by reds and greens, this tracks the direction of the winds, which are usually moving either away or towards a radar site, and tell us whether we're tracking straight line winds or rotation. When the greens and the reds come together, that's usually a sign that there is rotation. When we start to see brighter reds and greens, even blues and yellows, close to each other, that's usually when there's a sign of a tornado, which may or may not be on the ground. We will use this tool a lot when tracking severe storms, especially tornadic storms, as this is a very good way for us to know where that tornado is in real time. However, there's another tool that we can use to see where the tornado may or may not be as well. Technically called correlation coefficient, we have renamed this tool to better represent why we use it. We call it our debris tracker. There will be times when a storm gets too close to a radar site or the rotation isn't easily as seen on Wind Tracker, usually because of topography, but we can still track the storm through the possible debris it has picked up. When we use Debris Tracker, we are looking for different colors, usually within a dark red shade. We are looking for yellows or blues. Those colors indicate that different objects of different size are in the air, helping us see where that tornado may be. Another set of tools that we use during severe weather coverage are area videos, photos, and video live streams from area storm chasers and viewers like you. Over the years, we have been sent hundreds of photos or videos of storms, damage, as they have moved through southern Wisconsin. These immensely help the News 3 Now meteorologists during severe weather coverage because we can see what you're seeing in somewhat real time. However, I want to stress that we here at News 3 Now never want you or your family to put themselves in danger to capture a video or photo during a severe weather event. Because while you are seeking shelter, area storm chasers are chasing these storms at a safe distance, and we even have our own cameras as well. We have thankfully been able to use live video feeds from area storm chasers like Vince Walty over the last year or so. And these video streams allow us to see in real time what these severe storms may or may not be doing, how they are acting, what may or may not be forming, and if any damage is ongoing. There are other tools that we can use to keep you safe when severe weather strikes, such as tracking hail, as well as past rotation, rain intensity, and lightning strikes. We will use all of these tools and more to keep you, your neighbors, your family, and even our own family safe the next time severe weather strikes.
But staying ready takes more than radar. Coming up, a rare behind-the-scenes look at how our entire station prepares for severe weather long before the storms form.
At Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all, is more than our slogan. With just one call, you will have an award-winning, passionate, dedicated, and caring team on your side. One call, that's all.
Come on, baby. Don't be like that. We can get through this. I know we've had some hiccups, but I can't afford to lose you. A new furnace just isn't in my budget.
Worried about breaking the bank? Ask us about our monthly payment plans.
Hey, buddy.
Morning.
I'm a stickler for good dental care.
Me too.
Ooh, looking sharp today. But even if we take care of our teeth, we can still get...
No, please don't say it.
A big dental bill. That's why dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company is important. Now, this isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. It helps pay for over 400 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures.
That's a lot.
It's easy to find out more. Just call or go online now to get your free information kit with all the details. This dental insurance helps you pay for routine care and expensive major procedures, all with no deductibles and no annual maximums. You can even keep your dentist. Why pay more for dental care? Get your free info kit and start saving today. Call or visit physiciansmutualdental.com. Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
At Gruber Law Offices, we know the importance of winning. After a serious accident, you'll need a proven team on your side. Call us today. One call, that's all. A proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks.
When severe weather hits, there's no time to hesitate. That's why our entire team trains year-round. Now, tonight you'll see how News 3 Now runs a severe weather drill to be first on and last off. Our station runs full-scale mock drills throughout the year. These aren't just practice runs. They're designed to test every piece of our severe weather system, from how fast we can get on the air, to how smoothly we can hand off between meteorologists, to how quickly we can process new information as a storm evolves. All right, everybody, a watch has been issued. Let's get ready for warnings. Ideally, we staff 2 meteorologists during severe weather, and we often bring a news anchor in to help too. That team approach is critical. It allows us to collaborate, to double check with each other, and to make sure one meteorologist can take a breath while the other reviews radar scans, National Weather Service updates, photos, videos, and damage reports from you at home.
And we're getting updated power outage information from
that dual coverage setup also lets us send your reports back to the National Weather Service. And in some cases, your photos and videos have given them the evidence they need to upgrade a severe thunderstorm warning to a tornado warning. That is especially important in parts of southern Wisconsin where radar coverage isn't quite as strong.
All right, Alex, we're on in 3.
Behind the scenes, our directors are watching everything. They can see when we have new information, and that allows them to tell us when to seamlessly pass coverage back and forth without talking over each other. It is a constant, precise dance, all to make sure you get clear, calm, life-saving information as quickly as possible.
Alex Jacob has something to say.
And we know our severe weather coverage approach is making a difference in southern Wisconsin. Many viewers have reached out after severe weather events, giving us feedback that we support each other well and that they felt informed, not scared, safe. No matter the time, no matter the day, we always have wild cards to play to make sure you get the first and the best severe weather coverage in southern Wisconsin. Because when severe weather turns dangerous, you deserve a team that's ready for anything.